Hi, it's Mark from TrickSolo. Today I would like to talk about a game called Block. This game hasn't been released yet. It will be on Kickstarter in October. And what I have here is a prototype copy. So remember that the components and elements that I will show you, they will probably be different in the final version of the game. And what is Block? Block is a puzzle game, an abstract game for 1 to 4 players, and the gameplay takes about 15 to 20 minutes to play. It's a family game. You can play the game even with children from 5 years and up. And this is the game where you will construct a cube from Tetris-like blocks. But the different thing here is that this cube is like in 3D, and also the Tetris-like blocks are also 3-dimensional. So you will have to think not only how to combine all the tiles and blocks together to create the perfect cube, but you also have to build the cube from the ground up, and it's not that easy as it sounds. The game offers a few different play modes. You can play solo, you can play cooperatively, so 2 players together will try to build the perfect cube. And also you can play competitively, where 1 to 4 players, they try to build their own cubes, and then you will score points and check who's got the most points. There are also 3 different ways to play the game. You can play in a free mode, and then you will pick the blocks, the tiles that you want to create your cube. You can use a dice, so you roll a die, and the cubes have different colors, and the die will tell you what color you have to use. And also you can use cards, and then you have a deck of cards. You have to shuffle the cards, and every turn you take 1 card, and the card tells you exactly which element you have to add to your cube. I will show you how the game component looks like. I will show you how to play the game more or less in a second. And then we will be back here to summary. I will tell you what I think about the game, how it plays, what I like and what I don't like, and I will tell you how the solo mode works. So let me show you the component and the gameplay. Okay, this is how Block looks like. Please remember that this is a prototype copy, and the final version may be different from what you see in this video. When you open the game, these are the elements that you will find inside. You have the rule book. It's not really very long, it's just 10 pages. This is what tells you what's inside the box. You have different game modes. iBlock, this is for 1 person, 1 architect. Block Party is for 2 to 4 players. It's a co-op variant, and there is this challenge mode, Block Off, also for 2 to 4 architects. But you also have different play modes, construct modes. You can play free block, so you pick the element you want to build your cube. You can use the dice, or you can use card. I will show you it in a second. Here are the rules, just 1 page. Scoring, 1 page. And you have some challenges where you can gain the golden blocks that I also will show you. They are here hidden in this nice bags. So the rulebook is very short. You have a scoring pad, also nothing very complex. And here is the meat of the game. Here are the elements that you will use to build your perfect cube. Here is the dice. It's 6-sided. It shows you different colors. You can see the colors correspond to different elements that you will use to build your cube. Here we have the cards. And every card corresponds to 1 specific element here. And if you play with the cards, you just have to shuffle them, and every turn you take 1 card and you have to add this specific element to your cube. But now you can ask, how do you build your cube? You have this stand, it's rotating, so it's really cool. And you also have this stencil. This is for a cube with 4x4 block size. And this one is for a bigger cube, 5x5. If you want to play the easier version, you just put it like this. And here you can build your big, huge, difficult cube. And the rotating part is really nice because sometimes you have to see the cube from different angles. So you don't have to run around the table. You can just, rotate it and see exactly how the cube looks like. And here are the 6 colored elements where you will use to build your cube. And as I said before, this is like a regular shape. You can say it's you know it from Tetris, but these shapes are three-dimensional, so it's not so easy to complete, and it's not so easy to build your cube. You have 6 different colors. They are in different shapes, different different sizes. And let's say you would like to play this basic version of the game, the free mode. So you just pick one element, you add it to your cube, and that's it. You can rotate it to see how it looks like, and then you can add another element. And let's say now we want to add this element. But if you do something like this, you can see you have one empty space here. If you don't fill it with other element, you will lose 1 point by the end of the game. You will also lose points if you try to put element like this and it falls down. You will also lose points. So this is the easiest mode. You pick an element you want and you just build it up and up and up and up until you build the perfect cube you can, in your opinion, and then you will score points. The more difficult version is with the die. We have to roll the dice, and let's say we have blue. So now you have to add one blue element. It's up to you which one. You have a few elements to choose from, but it needs to be blue. So you can see it's already a little complicated, more complicated, because it will not always fit in the shape you already have in your cube. And the most difficult version is with the cards that we have here, because you have to pick a card and you have to add this specific element to your cube. So now you have to add this, and you can see it's not so easy. Maybe you can add this like this, or add it like this. You have more to think about when you play with the cards. And this is it. This is the game. When the cube is ready and you think you cannot add anything else to this cube, you calculate your points, and you can write your score down and you can try to beat it next time you play it. You can also try to complete the challenges, because you have first, second and third gold block. The blocks are here. You can see that they are very complicated and they have very complex shapes, and to unlock them in your game you have, for example, score 90 points or more building a cube in construct mode free block, score 85 points in card block, and if you complete 3 challenges you will unlock the first gold block, 6 challenges second, and 10 challenges the third gold block. So it gives you like a reason to try different strategies and different play modes to accomplish this objective. So as you can see, the game is quite simple, not many rules, but building it's fun. It's not so easy to fit and to add this strange element with strange shapes, because first when I opened the box, I thought, okay, what's difficult about it? It's probably very easy to build it and, you know, to construct a cube, but it's not so easy. And if you use this advanced variant, you can see you have already, the cube will be bigger and it's even more difficult to, you know, add everything and complete it. So now let's go to the summary. I will tell you what I think about it and how does it play and what do I like about this game. Okay, it's time for the summary. I've played the game a few times and I can tell you what I think. The game is surprisingly fun to play, even though the rules doesn't seem, you know, very complicated. Because for me, this is more like a puzzle game, like, you know, Rubik Cube, where you have to construct this perfect cube. There are not many rules, and but it's very fun and addictive to do. And I'm talking as a person who normally likes to play, you know, big games like Mage Knight, Gloomhaven, and games like this. The gameplay time is perfect. It's like 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, even if you play solo. So you can, you know, play this game while drinking your, you know, your afternoon coffee. So it's very nice. I think the game is very good game to play with your kids, if you have any, because the rules are really very basic. You just have to take one this element like this and add it to your cube, and the goal is to, you know, try to have as little holes and imperfection as it's possible when you finish the whole cube. So you can adjust the difficulty level, because the mode where you pick the elements by yourself, it's the easiest one, because you have, you know, a choice. You can take any element you want from the whole set. The more difficult one is the one with die, because you have to roll the die. The die tells you the color you have to use, but you have still a choice between a few different block elements. This is the die, you know, 6-sided, and the most difficult option is with these cards, because the cards tell you exactly which element you have to use. So it's very, you know, difficult to build a cube without any holes inside, when you have to add very specific elements. So it's really fun, it's really accessible. As for solo mode, I think this is a perfect game to play solo, because the competitive mode, I think, is like every person plays it solo and then you compare the score. The co-op mode is perfect when you play with kids, because you can try to build the cube together, turn after turn. So you can give your, you know, kids some advice which tile to use and how they can put it into the cube. But playing solo is perfect. It's a, you know, quick, fast, very entertaining puzzle game. You have some challenges that you have to accomplish. It's also a nice touch, because you have a free like mystery gold element that you can unlock by completing different challenges. Like you have to finish the game with you know, with a certain score and in different modes. So it, you know, it adds replayability, because you have a, you know, goal to finish. Are there anything I don't like about this game? I don't know, because it's like a fast, quick family puzzle game. I think it's perfect for what it is. If you expect a, you know, brain-burning game, this one is not for you probably. Even though it's not very easy to build a perfect, you know, square without any holes, this is not a very, you know, brain-burning challenge. So this is something you may not like if you are looking for a very difficult puzzle game. But if you want a, you know, family-friendly, fast, quick, and good-looking game, because this is a prototype and it's already looking very good. So I think the final version will look even better. So it's really fun. I will post the link to the Kickstarter page in the description of this video. The Kickstarter campaign starts in October. Right now you can visit Kickstarter page and click notify on launch, so you will get an email when the campaign starts. If you like this video, visit me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I will also post links to my social media profiles in the description. Like, subscribe if you like this content, and thanks again for watching, and see you next time. Bye.